Hello, awesome people. So, super excited in this video to share my coloring experience for the next up Disney inspired fashionista. This one's going to be Aurora, my Sleeping Beauty inspired fashionista. And this is what we are working with for this sketch. She is going to be really interesting, guys, to work with because she has on a veil from her head all the way down. So we're really going to need to focus on making sure that that overlay doesn't just totally destroy the work underneath. So it's going to be a little interesting, this one. So stick around and let's see how it turns out. Okay guys, so our next color I'm going to use is blush. This color is a little bit darker and we're going to use this color for the outer edges to add sort of a shadow. Okay, so now that I've done those two colors, I am going to top it off with Pale Cherry Pink. And this is a lighter tone compared to both of the tones we've used, just to blend it together. We don't want it to disturb anything. We just want it to blend the colors in so that they're not all bulky and, just looking kind of like really thick lines. So let's blend it. This is my black ink pen that I'm going to be using to do some defining on the facial features. That just helps me to see them a little bit better before I color. And then we're going to use this paint to add a few highlights in the face and skin. I have a few different sets of colored pencils and I like all of them, but I particularly like these Prismacolor because they blend really well. But I think what I like most about them is that they just stand out very well. So if I want something that really just is very defining and very deeply pigmented, then I'll usually go for these compared to some of the other ones I have. And for this skin tone, guys, I don't know if you noticed, but these color pencils just simply match the original three markers I showed you in the beginning for the skin tone, the base skin tone. We want to stay away from like brown, yellow, and we want to stay more red, pink, peachy tones. So I'm choosing the base colors for her hair. I do, since it's Sleeping Beauty inspired, I do want to stick to the theme, the color theme. So she has like that golden yellowish color. So I'm gonna lay down the base color today for her hair. And I'm just gonna apply the alcohol marker. And then tomorrow, just because I have some other things to do and I'm getting a little tired, we're gonna pick this back up tomorrow and finish it off with the shading and so on. Hello guys, it is day 2 and we're gonna jump right into the second half of the video, finishing up my Aurora inspired fashionista's hair. And then once we have her hair all beautiful and vibing with life, we're gonna go ahead and start the ultimate glam makeover with the fashion. So let's get started. So I'm gonna start with these paint pens, but we're gonna just use it to define the strands before I start shading. Alright guys, so now with the hair out of the way, I'm gonna choose basically a few light pinks and then a few dark pinks. And we're just gonna work with that. I think I'm gonna lay down the base color with the darker tone, and then for the veil, we're gonna go in with the lighter tone. So hopefully that works out, but let's go ahead and choose our pink colors. So I am already looking at Cosmos. So maybe Cosmos. Let's see what Cosmos looks like actually. Let's why not? Like it's okay, I guess. Like I don't know. Pink Rose, maybe? Pink Rose? I mean, Pink Rose just really looks a lot like Cosmos. You know what? Let's just go with classic pink. So I see pale pink, I see light pink, I see pastel pink, we got vivid pink. So I just randomly chose 4 pinks. As you can see, 2 of them are kind of on the darker side and then 2 of them on the lighter side. So let's have fun and try these out. So this pen is just one of my shuttle art gel pens, and then I also use my Jelly Roll gel pens. So both of them are really good. I just use these because they're not as liquidy, I guess, as the other ones. Um, so you'll see me alternating between those two pens. And then here, I'm just gonna define the pink little decorative jewel things. I don't know what to call them, but I'm gonna just gonna define those by outlining them with my red shuttle art gel pen, just to make the pink stand out. And this is my acrylic paint marker, and I like using this instead of the white highlight pen when I need it to really show up. Sometimes the pen can be kind of finicky, especially if you're trying to work it or overlay it on other medium. Like pencil, those two just don't really go together. So I'll use this when I don't feel like fighting with it. I'm using my purple, dark purple shuttle art gel pen to again add some more definition. I'm going in with a darker color because you need the dark with the light colors, or else it just kind of doesn't really pop how it's supposed to. For the veil work, I am using my Staedtler paint pen. Um, I don't really know if it's a paint pen. I don't know what to call it. I think it's a felt, it's not a felt tip pen. It's a fiber tip pen. I'm not sure, guys. I'll have to look at the package, but it's kind of like, to me, it feels like a paint pen, and it's perfect for ideal for stuff like this. It has the thicker end, and then it has the fine point end, which is what I'm using initially, just because it gives me really nice thin lines. We definitely do not want to go in on this part, with really thick, bulky lines, because that's not going to look good. So I was trying to decide what I wanted to do on this, but for the outline work, this was the perfect go-to. And I actually got these fiber tip pins by mistake. I wanted the felt tip pins because Stedler's a pretty good brand, and I ended up getting these. I don't know how I got it confused, but guys, they are awesome. So great, great, happy mistake, as Bob Ross says. So, as we bring this to a close, I just want to say thank you so very much for stopping by, for spending time with me, watching this video. This is the final result for our Disney fashion inspired glam Sleeping Beauty. I really was happy with the result. I hope you enjoyed the video, and let me know what you think also, guys. I love your feedback. Looking forward to the next video. Hope to see you there. Until then, God bless. Take care.